Who is Hober Mallow and why is he important? Have Gaal and Salvor lost Hari? Let's dig in and find out. Welcome back, TV junkies. My name is Sean Redman, and if you love talking about the best TV shows and movies, and you know the difference between Tony Soprano and Walter White, then you've come to the right place. This is Sean's Take, and today, Foundation, Season 2, Episode 3. So Gaal and Salvor start this episode discussing the ramifications of Gaal's premonition. Seeing 150 years into the future, the mule wiping out everything in its path, Salvor being dead, and Gaal next. Salvor is actually pleased to find out that she doesn't die in the next 150 years. Which would be kind of nice to know, I guess. While they argue, Hari reappears, landing them on a different planet than the one they had previously thought they were going to. Just a little detour. On this desert planet, Gaal and Hari argue once again, and Gaal reluctantly agrees to follow Hari's scheme. Hari has some sort of plan that he's not revealing. Typical for Hari. They walk across the desert to a large mining site. Salvor does make the statement before Gaal and Hari leave that at least it's uninhabited. And Hari makes the statement that uninhabited doesn't mean we're alone. And so Hari and Gaal walk. They get to the mining site that has giant statues outside, and they find Callie, the very same person who appeared to Hari as a vision inside the Prime Radiant, one that pretended to be his long-lost love. She was thought to have died centuries ago. Callie takes Hari's projection and leaves Gaal. Gaal tries to get through the door that they went through, but she's unable to. So she returns to the ship to Salvor. Salvor immediately suggests that they just ditch Hari and get on with their lives. When they finally decide to leave, the ground gives way into a cave, and they see gigantic mining equipment that wakes up and starts to come after them. They manage to escape by flying, blah, blah, blah. As they break the surface, they notice a life form that wasn't there before. And Gaal believes it is Hari in a human form. We don't know why she thinks that, but she thinks that. And she has Salvor fly low over the outstretched palm of the statue where the life form is. And then Gaal rappels down. It is Hari. She lashes him to herself, and they ascend back to the ship. And he has a pulse, and he is real. And Hari is just as surprised as Gaal is to find out that that's true. So apparently, Hari's back. Now, while all that's happening to them, should we get introduced to a new character? Bit of a scoundrel, maybe a Han Solo type, who uses some high-end tech to con, what is the guy's name? Commander Argo, out of a precious jewel. Turns out that the trickster, con man, scoundrel, is, of course, Hober Mallow. Hober Mallow. Hober is caught and about to be executed. Polly and Brother Constant show up to try and save him and bring him back to Terminus because the vault has asked for Hober Mallow. So Hober uses the same technology he used to trick the commander at first again to swap places with the commander again to save himself from execution, and he commandeers Polly and Brother Constance's ship. Luckily, Polly was thinking quickly and clearly and realized what Hobor was up to, and they managed to board the ship as it takes off, so the three of them are on board the same ship. In the final little plot, Demerzel, Lady Demerzel, goes to the penal colony and speaks to Bel Rios. Bel Rios is reluctant to cooperate. Demerzel uses the one thing that she has to convince him, and that is that Bel Rios's husband is not dead, as he was told 6 years ago. He is still alive, but if Bel Rios does not agree, his husband will die terribly and immediately. And of course, Bel Rios goes. One nice thing about when they get back, he doesn't want to clean up before he meets with Brother Day, Emperor Day, Empire Day, whatever, however you want to refer to him. He wants to smell bad. He wants to look bad. And the two of them have their conversation. Bel is reunited. He cleans up, takes command of his ship again. His husband does advise him that they could just take the fleet and go away. And there's nothing the Empire could do about it. But Bel says that his responsibility isn't to Empire, but to the people of the Empire to keep them safe. Because they are disposable to this Empire Day. And as long as this Empire Day is on the throne, his responsibility is to the people. And they go to the Outer Reach. So this episode was pretty good. Not as good as 2. 2 moved along well. The storylines were nicely intermingled. This episode felt a little rough and rushed at times. I think the relationship between Gaal and Salvor is progressing to maybe not mother-daughter, but certainly caring. You know, they're getting to know each other and they actually care about each other, which is important. I didn't know what to make of Polly and the magician's cleric thing at first. I'm still not sure if I like it or don't like it. We'll see where we go with it. I find it interesting that that's Polly, who's the kid from last season, from when Salvor was the warden on Terminus. Because I'm not sure how he's still alive. Because we didn't see. We just know he is. And he's the last person alive that saw Harry come out of the vault for the first crisis. And now it's time for the second crisis. I'm kind of liking the guy playing Hobor Mallow. He hasn't had a lot to do, but he seems interesting and fun. What do you think? And what do you think, Brother Day's going to do next? When Bel Rios gave the order to go to the Outer Reach, he didn't really give a place. And then She Who Bends Light, his second officer, touches the map and it lights up an entire sector on the star chart as if they're just going there. It's sort of like saying, set course for, Ohio. Well, where? Where are you going? I guess they're just going to hit the first spot and start asking questions and see what's what. But we'll see next week what happens. I am liking Foundation. I'm actually liking Season 2 better than I liked Season 1. It's got a little better pace, a little better writing style to it. The actors are all doing great. I think Lee Pace as Day is fantastic. So what are you thinking? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of Foundation and the actors and the storylines. And, are they trying to cram too many storylines into each episode? Because sometimes it feels like maybe we should do, 2 of the storylines in this episode, and then the next episode do the others in the same time period. But, we're getting there. We're moving forward. So for now, so far it's still a thumbs up from me. What do you think? I'm Sean. This is Sean's Take, and we'll see you for next week's episode.